And we're back again in Silent Hill 4. Let's go through this hall.
Yes, we're going straight back. I think that oh noise is actually the ghost appearing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not like naughty sounds, because it's the porno guy's room.
Right, now we can go and investigate those notes.
Yes, look out the window first, though.
Look out the window first.
I want to see if the guy's gone that was pointing. He is.
Mr. Pointy has vamoosed. Vamoosed?
He's gone.
He's a moose now. Right.
We should have 2 notes. And a worrying noise! We should have 2 notes. That sounded like the chains being rattled. Or is it something in the washroom? Oh, this game. What are we gonna go for?
Let's just go in and have a look.
Oh, lovely. What the hell is this?
Dryer sprayed blood all over the place. Ugh.
Oh, yes, sort of our journeying, tank filters are. Our journeying into the other world over and over again seems to slowly make our own room look horrible each time we come back from a new place.
Yep, it's like it's being corrupted. I think that's what they're going for. I haven't been here in ages, actually.
Though the link between the bathroom and water prison world was a bit more obvious than between building world and your washing machine.
Buildings often have washing machines in...
Yeah.
I don't think there is a link in that sense.
I suppose not. So we've got 2 notes. Quick look through the door. Still our super.
Which is, super. Sorry.
Red paper.
It was 4 years ago today. No, it was just 4 years ago. It was 4 years ago that they discovered the body. I just assumed it would say that. I don't know why. It was 4 years ago that they discovered the body with 12 out of 21 carved into it. And I don't know if you've noticed this, but all through the game they say number. But yeah, it could be interpreted as a slash.
Yeah.
Carved into it. Right away I had this terrible feeling and couldn't stop shaking. The victim had been murdered 6 months earlier, but Walter had been dead for 7 years, having committed suicide 3 years before the murder. So this is laying out the timeline. The police think it's a copycat crime and are calling it the Walter Sullivan case. Well, the Sullivan case, round 2. But something about it bothered me. May 14.
So that was Red Diary, May 14.
What's this one?
Another red note. I figured out the riddle behind the numbers.
Oh, I think we've read them in the wrong order. Go on, though.
01121 is actually 01/21. In other words, 1 out of 21. So Walter was planning on killing 21 people, but he never finished the job. He was convicted for the murders of Billy and Miriam Locane, the 7th and 8th victims. Afterwards, he committed suicide in his jail cell. The grisly mass murder of 10 people shocked the world and came to be known as the Walter Sullivan case. There are 2 big puzzles here. The first is, what was the motive for the murders? The second is, why did he kill himself before completing his task? Was he simply insane? May 2nd. And then we have that note too, in our scrapbook.
Yep, so we've got those 2 notes. That's fantastic.
I don't know if I would go for that with it being the reason that he killed himself. Maybe he thought he wouldn't get to complete all 21. If I remember right, he just need to kill himself with a spoon or something silly.
Yes, there's something spoonish about it, I believe. Yes. So to speak.
Oh, are we going to check on Eileen? See if she's there.
Always have to check on Eileen.
Very probably isn't. I can't see her. I wonder if something happened to Eileen. I quite liked, actually, in the first note, it's sort of talking about victims after the killer has been caught. Which, because you sort of have that in real life with normal killers. I say normal killers. Real life killers. Because there was one I was reading about, which was the Green River Killer, or something like that, which is one in Seattle, where there's loads of victims that they found after the fact or haven't found. So back we go.
Right, and here we are again.
I think we just want to run out the door, because that lady seems to have taken up residence. I also quite like that the area around your apartment door looks kind of normal, almost. As the kid's still knocking. But he vanishes when you walk past him. Which is a very cool effect. Eileen's door, we still can't get in. I like how the floor's squelchy and then clanky.
Yes, and there's the different sounds between the two.
Yeah, there's someone there. Should we be worried?
Let's say hi.
I got this from Miss Galvin. A long, long time ago. She was younger than me back then. She looked so happy, holding her mother's hand. Here. I'll give it to you.
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot barge pole.
What, are we not picking it up?
No.
But yes, we seem to be existing in the same plane as Walter. Because that's Walter, isn't it? Like, why is he here?
Also, that was a very strange thing to say. I don't know if you caught that. She was younger than me back then?
Yeah.
Well, how often do you catch up?
Yeah.
Generally speaking, if someone is younger than you, they're always going to be younger than you. Unless you have some very unusual circumstances. Which, of course, we do in this. But we'll discover more about that later as the plot progresses. Yeah, there's a reason I'm not picking up the doll. The doll is kind of evil. So we're not picking it up. If you do pick it up and you put it in your apartment, you get extra stuff happen. But it's bad.
I did think it was interesting that he calls her Miss Galvin. Does that mean he likes her? Or is he just polite?
I think it means she's not married. Isn't that what it means?
Well, he doesn't call her that woman in apartment blah or Eileen or...
Ah, I see. Should we do this in any particular order, or should I just go from top down?
Just top down, sensible order. Every door as you come to it.
Oh, it's locked.
It's 206. It's locked as well. It's a bit like everything's locked. Yes,
Dogs over there.
Dogs here. They haven't been killed. It's just lying about, having a rest. Ah, you got him. Also, with that spade,
Get off.
if you charge it up, you seem to be able to knock them over in one hit. Oh, they really gnaw at your leg.
I know. Where are you going? No, ow! Off. That was a bait and switch. They pulled the old switcheroo there. Oh good, I got one. I was feeling a bit useless there. I knew that was going to happen.
Oh, there we go. We want to stab him or smush on him or...
Both.
Yeah.
We're going to dig them. Let's have a quick look at the end of the... That's pretty
Just
cool.
full of junk. Pictures and
Child pictures.
boxes.
There's sort of a circle there, which is obviously quite relevant because what's been happening.
And sort of a silhouette.
A figure?
Yeah.
A Slenderman fan art? I'm not sure.
A lot of garbage.
So what's this one? This is
207.
207.
It's also
also
locked.
Well, it's a fun party house so far.
Well, at least they all say they're locked. I'm assuming we're going to find various amounts of keys.
It's like the way there's just stuff hanging from the ceiling and, you know,
Yes,
a
it's
bike.
very decrepit. Sort of falling apart. You can see between the floors. Which I'm assuming will actually be what's down there as well.
Yeah, totally. In fact, I suspect that if we could somehow push ourselves through the floor, we'd end up in a new place as well.
We want to go left rather than right.
Oh, yes, to explore the rest of the same floor.
Yeah. Squelch. That one's locked too. That was 204. An unmistakable sound of a ghost. More junk. That one's locked too. That was 203. 202 is also locked. I'm just gonna leg it.
Yeah.
It's alright, it's quite dangerous. And 201, which is also locked. And more junk at the end of the apartment.
Right, I'm going to leave this room, corridor, thing, and then we're going to go down to the final floor. But I think we're going to leave the final floor till next time.
Yes, so we'll just get to safety, because they don't seem to be coming here, which is good.
In fact, look, there's more dead dogs down here.
Yes. Some worrying noises, and there's a portal just there, as it were.
In which case, let's pop back to the room.
Interesting symbol on the floor there. Like a big navigation symbol.
Especially since we took some damage. Might be a good idea to go back.
We'll get our health back. I think we were past half of our health lost. Which we were, yes.
Right, so as we're slowly convalescing, we'll leave it there and we'll catch you next time.
Bye bye.